Tell your story.
Change the conversation.
Organized by students.
TEDxYouth at SHC.
Afros are a political statement. You can't wear your hair like that. It's too big. It's unprofessional. Or your thighs are huge. I don't think you'll look good in those pants. Or even, we're all so light-skinned. Makayla, you're like a peanut butter color. You're like kind of light-skinned, but not. These are all comments that I've heard throughout my life. They're pretty judgmental. You could even say they're harsh. I am saddened by the fact that instead of realizing the unintentional cruelty behind these words, I internalized them. The beauty standards of long, straight hair and fair skin reshaped my perception of beauty. This is common amongst women. We strive to obtain the features that are admired, rather than learning to embrace the ones that we are given from birth. Thick bodies, dark skin, and curly hair are some of the many traits that are deemed undesirable in the mainstream media. It is imperative that Black women and women in general redefine the definition of beauty. This is only possible if we shatter the one-dimensional narrative of what beauty is by achieving confidence as a whole. I have always had big thighs. My aunt likes to joke that I was born with hips. My body is incredibly curvy, and as a teenager, I was terrified of drawing attention to it. I would often press my legs together and wear baggy clothes in an attempt to appear slimmer. The comments built up and led me to believe that larger body types simply weren't beautiful. The media perpetuates the ideology that women should strive to be small and petite when the genetics of many women include a curvaceous figure. So naturally, I criticize my big hips and thighs when I should have embraced them. As a child, I was also incredibly insecure about my natural hair. I hated its kinky and curly texture, so I begged my mom to straighten it all the time. My mom, knowing the damage that heat can have on natural hair, would create these beautiful and elaborate hairstyles. One was called the princess. She would literally wrap 2 pigtails on top of my head, and they would form a crown. I felt such pride in the fact that my hair formed a crown, and when I went to school, I truly did feel like a princess. But some girls didn't like my natural hair. They commented on how thick it was and how it stuck out in places. So I became incredibly insecure about my natural hair, and I straightened it all the time. This not only damaged my perception of natural hair, but it damaged my hair altogether. It is no secret that lighter skin tones are praised over darker ones. The culture of skin bleaching emphasizes how so many young Black women have grown to hate their dark skin. I felt susceptible to this narrative. I hated my dark skin as well. When my friends were comparing their skin colors, I felt very isolated and alone. My skin complexion leaves me in the middle, so I often compare myself to others. In the past, I would look at someone darker than me and think, wow, at least I'm not that dark. Or I would look at someone with a lighter complexion and say, if only I could have that skin color. It's not only damaged me, but it made me participate in a system that set women against each other. Social media provides a space where women can redefine the beauty standard by deeming naturally curly hair, curvy body types, and all skin colors beautiful. With the rise of social media, women have been able to demonstrate appreciation and gratitude for their features. Growing up in this era, I found that the natural hair and body positive movements helped me to find confidence in myself. I now feel comfortable wearing bold outfits that curvy women shouldn't wear. Or I'm comfortable wearing my hair in an afro without the fear of judgment from others that say it's too nappy or too much. And I love my skin because it has a beautiful and unique pigment. While the internet did significantly help me on my journey of self-love and confidence, I had to do a lot of the work on my own, and I didn't always feel successful. Eventually, I looked at myself in the mirror and faced the reality. I hated my body. So I learned how to love my own body. I looked at things that I didn't appreciate, like my skin, my hair, and my thighs, and I told myself that I was beautiful. And eventually, I started believing it. I knew that my hair was bold, and it should live freely. I felt that my thighs and my curves were for me to love, regardless of what others thought. And I knew that my beautiful dark skin deserved to glow in the sunlight. My traits transcend my features. My confidence transcends my features. I definitely feel more confident than I did in the past. I am able to go into big situations that seem intimidating, and I know that I can achieve great things. My confidence radiates in everything I do. And I'm very proud that I can say that I know my worth and I have a presence in this world. I love and respect the person who I am today. And I owe this to my ability to overcome my greatest insecurities. You have to overcome your insecurities, and you have to address your fears. Because when you truly do, you realize how insignificant they truly are. When you achieve confidence and self-love, you are able to excel in your life. It is imperative that we all address our insecurities and fears because we can truly learn and grow once we realize that we are on this earth for a reason. I encourage you all to stand up to what you fear or what you're insecure about and embrace it, because self-love is something that has changed my life, and it will truly change yours. Thank you.